Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
Wait, no, sorry, I'm not married to that.
That was really stupid.
Let's try this one again.
Hi, I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And this is Not Married to This.
Okay, Joe, my show's about to start.
Welcome, Harry.
That's how you open it up.
What a soft, warm intro.
Wow. Okay.
Just joking. Your podcast was such a lovely time.
Why do you feel like you're lying?
Why
Why do you feel like you're lying?
I swear,
Was it really that bad?
No, I
Yeah,
thought it
no,
was.
it was great.
It was actually I had a really good time.
You have a very good shoot the shit style going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went in
You just call me lazy.
No, I feel like that's the tone of your podcast. No, it's very conversational.
I hope so.
I was in a bad, just like a bad rut today. Like I was feeling shitty, and your podcast made me feel better.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're
Is
welcome.
it because your ledge is at your apartment? Guys, Robin.
That's funny. You could leave that in there.
No, what? You take it out of mine and leave it in yours?
That's right. Welcome to Not Married to This. We're a different type of podcast.
All right, welcome to Not Married to This. Today we are keeping it in the family with a guy who is always at the scene of the crime for whatever reason. We don't know, but we're here to find out today. He was on Too Hot to Handle, Perfect Match, and Dancing with the Stars, just to name a few. Soon to be seen on a new show, which we're going to get into. He has a skincare line. He is striving to be an actor.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got
I'm doing
Harry
a lot.
Jowsey here.
I'm so busy.
Harry, you're doing the most. You have to be so tired.
I gotta get another energy drink. Let's go.
I don't want to go back and talk about Too Hot to Handle.
Okay, we don't have
because I'm
to. We don't have to.
He said, I don't care
It's
about
your
that.
podcast.
No, but my point is, like, I'm sure you've talked about it like so many times.
I love
back
talking
in the
about
day.
myself.
What I want to ask you about is how old were you when you went on that show?
Oh, I think I was like 21.
Were you
Oh,
that
were you?
young?
Yeah, I did my first show at 19.
What show was that?
Heartbreak Island,
And that was in Australia or that was here?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah, we filmed that in Fiji, and it was kind of like a clusterfuck of a show. Like they just like didn't have an idea, but they just I guess like got funding, so they're like, oh, let's just put Love Island, Big Brother, and Survivor together and see what happens. So we're like in Fiji, like on this show, we're like winning challenges, and we're like, it doesn't really matter if you win or lose a challenge. Like you can just do whatever you want. Like it was really confusing. Like I remember on the show I lost a challenge, and they're like, oh, you could be up for elimination. Like, okay, sweet. And we're like on the chopping block, and then it's like these girls were just like, oh yeah, I just want to save him, and so, like they just saved me and my girl, and sent someone else home. I was like, it's just so fucking confusing.
Was there ever a season 2?
Well, funnily enough, there was a season 2. I went back and kind of co-hosted it in flip-flops. It was really weird. And a suit and Gucci flip-flops because I didn't have nice shoes, but I had Gucci flip-flops. And then I did Too Hot to Handle. That show went really well. These motherfuckers started running ads on Instagram going, if you want to be famous, come on Heartbreak Island.
Smart.
Like, no, literally it was a screenshot of my Instagram before, my screenshot after. It was like Heartbreak Island. And they fucking sold it to Discovery and obviously made a shit ton of money. And then the guy who was the producer on it, absolute dickhead.
What's his name?
Daryl.
What a dick. That's a
Daryl.
dickhead name.
He had like text me. This is like years ago, so I don't give a fuck. So long ago. He did text me asking if I would want to like work with them or some shit on something. And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like just talk to my team. Like I think I was in the middle of filming or something. And he just goes off at me. We're not doing these LA Ferrari deals, like all this like weird shit. And I was like, dude, what? And like
Like he didn't want to talk to your team. He was offended that you suggested that?
yeah. And I'm like, brother, what do you want me to do? Because essentially what they wanted was me to fly back, host this next season of the show for free, basically.
And then use your likeness to
promote
promote it.
And I was like, brother, what planet are we on? Like the show doesn't make sense.
Cancel Daryl.
How did you
fuck him.
So you're 19 years old, you're living in Australia.
Yeah.
How did you get on the show in the first place?
You send some nudes in.
Really?
Yeah. Nah, that was
That'll do it.
yeah, you should try it.
Hey, you
guys.
never know. It's Australia. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. What's
No,
going on.
I really wanted to be a model, and I had like some nice underwear photos, so I just like sent those in, and
And
they
then
liked me.
is that show how you got cast on Too Hot to Handle?
No, to what the hell, I actually sent nudes in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like,
Did they
damn.
ask for nudes?
No.
Like full nudes?
Holding balloons and stuff. Yeah, I applied like 20 times.
And you said, you know what? Let's just bear it all and see
They
what
weren't
happens.
replying, and I'm like, all right, well, fuck, less and less closed until they fucking finally.
They're
like,
in the
Honestly,
office
that-
like,
general.
yo, guys, Harry messaged again.
Yeah, literally, like, why is his cock out now? Like, every photo or every submission is like me and less stuff.
Really?
And then it's like got to a point where I'm like, okay, I should start adding stuff. Let's hold balloons.
Yeah.
And then there we are.
That's smart.
If you're listening, guys, you want to get on reality TV, send some nudies.
Send your penis
There
in.
you go.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So you do Too Hot to Handle. How soon after do you do Perfect Match?
Oh, that was a while after, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
that
like years, right?
Yeah, it was a year before Dancing with the Stars. So when was that? Like 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what you would know.
Sure.
She looks up. She goes, yeah. For sure. It was like
I mean, I can say no, but my answer is I don't know.
yeah, I think Dancing with the Stars was 2024, 2023 maybe. And I did it.
Well, you weren't on the last season. You were on the season before, right?
2 seasons
Or
before,
2
right?
seasons before.
yeah.
You were in the season right before it kind of like popped off.
You know.
They're going to
Story
start
of your
using your
life.
Instagram to promote
Let's
it.
just say, you know, I don't want to
It's giving,
take
what's
credit
that
for
movie?
the trajectory of this show.
The guy Chuck or whatever.
Good luck, Chuck.
Good luck, Chuck. Where
Chuck,
like
yeah.
everyone dates him, and then after they date him,
They get married.
Get married.
That's what happens when I do a TV show.
Every time you do a TV
Every
show, the
time.
next
Blew
season
up.
it blows up.
Guys, look, they said it.
Maybe they should make you the Bachelor.
Have they ever approached you?
Nah.
No.
You know what it was? I think I came up to it to handle, and I was like, "So my dream was to be the Bachelor." I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, this would be so good. Everyone's like, it wouldn't happen. You're Australian, like the accent thing, wouldn't happen because you have to be one of these 30 guys. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like that's crazy, guys. I don't know why you would do that. No, it obviously
No,
wouldn't.
it's fair because when I got approached to do the show, I thought they handed me a card that said The Bachelor. So I was like, oh, I would be the guy.
Yeah,
I didn't know I had to be on The Bachelorette first.
yeah. It's like that's a stupid rule.
Yeah.
Let's just mix it up.
Well, they
You know?
do now.
Yeah.
do
Now
now.
it's
they
free.
do now. It's
Well, that
free
was the
for
thing.
all.
So I thought that was gonna be my big one, and then
That was your aspiration after Too Hot to Handle. You're like, maybe I could be the Bachelor.
yeah, I was like, it'd be really cool to be like the Bachelor in the US. And then I think we spoke to the Australian one, and I was like, I don't think that's like worth it, you know,
Why?
because the followers.
It's not. But
Is
no,
the
but
Australian one not nearly as big as the
No.
US one?
No, it's not.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I think we have 25 million people in Australia, and that's just the amount
lot
of people in
less.
California. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like
Yeah, but
Canada.
like, wouldn't could it be worth it to go back there, gain that pocket of followers from Australia and then,
I think people would be hoping I was doing it for love.
yeah.
I was just like, oh fuck, if this happens and then I don't end up with her and I don't get followers, I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah, that's
So
Makes sense.
fair.
that was where it was at.
So you're 19 when you go on Heartbreak Island. You're 21 when you go on Too Hot to Handle. Were you kind of like, yes, I'm living my dream, or what are you thinking at that
No, 'cause
time?
you don't make any money on these shows. Like you guys know, like it's so impossible to like be like being on TV. It's stupid because you don't really make money till after, and then you're also lucky if you make money from brand deals.
Yeah, especially in the beginning.
When was the
it's
first
gotta
time
be
you started
hard.
making real money?
Well, the first show I won, so that was pretty cool. But then I spent all the money in the day that I got it, which was so stupid.
Oh my gosh, on what?
Everything. I bought friends' flights to LA. Like
How
from
much
New
was
Zealand.
it?
I got like 50K
Okay, and you blew it all in a day.
first day.
Yeah.
Nice. I
And
respect that move.
Well, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna be rich forever.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Yeah, I bought like an app too. I'm like, I'm gonna be a business owner. The worst app of
Okay,
all
so
time.
don't trust Harry with your finances.
Yeah, no, it was really crazy. And then everyone thought that I was rich after
Okay.
that. And I'm like, guys, it went.
You're like, I'm actually broke.
It's like the Johnny Manziel story kind
Yeah,
of.
it just disappeared. But yeah, wait, what was the question?
First time you started making
Oh,
money.
making money. I think it was definitely have to tilt the handle for sure.
Okay, how old were you when you did that?
When it came out, I think it was like 22, about to be 23.
Okay, so not that far after.
Yeah, the first month because I had set up a a print on demand merch website, and I think I made 60K in that first month, and I was like,
Wow.
okay, we're good.
Yeah.
But I was like maxing
And then
out,
you
or,
blew
like,
it in a day.
Literally blew it. Yeah, as quick as possible. Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
With doing all these reality shows, do you get like therapy? Do you ever actually?
I'm that fucked up.
No, I'm just
Are
saying.
You guys have the same job too.
No, but I'm
Nah.
saying like you do like
Yeah.
you started at 19.
Yeah.
You're still doing reality shows. Does it ever like
Take a toll.
take a toll?
Of course.
And what do you do?
I cry. No, I have a
Welcome
therapist.
to therapy.
Yeah, no, I have a therapist. She's the best. The best thing about this whole space is watching yourself back and then growing from that. You know, like you have a show, it will come out in like 9 to 12 months. And that's a version of yourself a year ago, right? And like your thoughts, your patterns, your feelings, like everything was like from a year ago. So like to be able to see you, like I have distinguishable growth where you can see it. Like my first show was 19. If we go back and watch that to how I am now, like that's the nicest thing, is to be able to have those like checkpoints where I'm like, okay, I can grow from that, whatever else. But I could also be like, oh, then you can see if I'm getting worse too. So once Mary Harry comes out, you're like, oh, this guy's going down quick.
That's a healthy way to look at it.
What part of it takes the biggest toll on you?
You know, when you try and be a really good person and it doesn't work out. Like, there's so many moments where I'm like, in private, I've done the right thing and I've said everything I need to do. If there wasn't any public attention on this would have been okay. That's the hardest part, is like there was moments where I was rumored to be with someone and I wasn't. And I was trying my hardest to protect them and be like, look, I'm not the guy for you. We shouldn't be together. I have this dating show coming out. Like, I'm really trying to like take care of you and love you so much and make sure that like you understand I'm not the perfect person for you. And then public attention, and then them like reading into it, and then it turned into something that it wasn't and turned really sour and horrible. I'm like, fuck, I genuinely was trying to be the best guy here and protect you, and it backfired. So then I'm like, do I just be an asshole? Because at least that's easier. At least I don't care as much, because I think that's the only time when it sucks, is when I'm actively trying to be a really nice guy.
Yeah, it's feeling misunderstood.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah, no, I feel like a lot.
It's really sad.
But I think that is the hardest part for a lot of people in reality, when things are portrayed a certain way or people are looking at them a certain way that doesn't feel true to their experience or what they know to be
They had
true.
good intentions.
Yeah.
And everyone's reading it like you're an asshole.
Yeah, and you want to be like, no, like that's not me. That's not who I am. But then no one believes you, and you're just like, this
What do we
sucks.
do?
Yeah, what do we do? What do you do? It's truly.
Literally just give up.
Do you think when you committed to Let's Marry Harry, were you really ready to get married at that point?
Yeah.
And what are you looking for? Like, what's the goal? Like, what are you like?
Nah, I think no.
Taking this
You're not
very
really selling it.
No, I was just like thinking of something stupid to say, and I was like, no, I can't say that. No, you know what? Because my dad had passed, and
Sorry to hear that.
It's all good. It's not your fault.
I didn't think it was.
But
no,
it's
sorry to
not
hear
your
that.
fault.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. He's actually here. I got him.
Nice.
Turn him into a diamond.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to do that, actually.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, I got lucky that one of my friends, Amanda Klutz, she was on Dancing, and she is involved with this company in Turniva, which is, this is a full plug for them. But yeah, it's like if you can turn the ashes into a diamond. And I literally got it yesterday, and I was like feeling weird about wearing it, but I'm like, oh, I haven't crossed my heart.
Yeah, that's really nice.
If I start levitating, that means he's angry at something I'm saying.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he does that.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, Harry.
Yeah. But no, after he'd passed, so he went through with his sister dying, and when we were all in the room, and all my sisters kind of had a partner and like a family and like their people and their tribe, I was like, fuck, I don't really have that. And I think that was kind of the turning point. It's like, oh, I really haven't put any effort or energy into a relationship, because they're not easy, right? They take time and they take work, and they take like conscious decisions and thoughts of being like, oh, I want to show up for this person, right? And in the past, I was just like, I'll just show up for myself. I don't really care. Like, whatever. If it fails, it fails. All good. Like, no vulnerability, no like really nurturing that. So I was like, after that moment, I'm like, okay, I really need to nurture this and be more like the next thing I get involved in, like it's going to be so meaningful, and they're going to know exactly how I feel all the time. Like, I'm always going to communicate that. So I think after that moment, that was when I really was like, okay. And then Marry Harry happened, and
Is that the hardest part of relationships for you? Like, do you feel like you innately live a selfish lifestyle, and having to kind of incorporate someone into your day-to-day and make space for them is challenging?
Yeah, I think this job is selfish.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm going to go on a podcast. I'm going to talk about my life.
Talk about yourself.
Yeah.
Post about yourself.
Post about myself. Like, oh, I look hot in this photo. I better post this. Or like, I better post DMs with this guy and get myself in trouble again.
Yeah. We'll talk about that pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, that's the thing. It's like, I think that especially early on, like I'd be on a podcast, I'd talk about relationships or my sex life, whatever else, like just talk about everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, looking back, I'm like, I should have never done that. Like, it's unfair for a
Do you think
partner.
if you're in a relationship, you'll still be as open about that relationship, though?
No.
You'll create privacy?
You'll keep it private.
Yeah, fully. And I just think that that's the best way to, well, best way,
Well,
not for everyone,
No, but
like
yeah,
the best
yeah.
way for me.
We
moving
have a
forward.
balance. Obviously, we met on television,
Yeah.
so that part of our relationship is public. But I would say,
Well, we're open about on our podcast,
yeah.
so we're pretty open. We're pretty open,
Yeah.
but we keep certain things private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It's kind of
We're
like
all
a-
like, well, what's actually
Well,
happening
no,
in our
it's like-
lives right now? What are we doing?
I think it's like an ever-evolving thing. You know what I mean? Some situations you want to
Yeah.
be like, or like when you go to dinner, you're like, tonight's just for us. Like, I'm not posting. I'm not going to be on my phone. Tonight is like for us. And then sometimes I'm like, hey, I want to film a reel. Let's go grab brunch. This is like, we're going to post and it's going to be fun. You know?
Do you
Yeah.
want kids?
All of them.
So Joe's biggest thing with having kids is he likes to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. Like,
Well, there's a part of me that's still like, even before being in a serious relationship, there's a part of me that is a little selfish with my time. Like when I want to go to the gym, I want to go to the gym.
yeah, like there'll be times where I'll be like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym around 11. And I'm like, oh, cool, I'll come with you. And then all of a sudden, like 9:45, he's walking out the door. I'm like, where are you going? He's like, oh, I'm going to the gym. I want to go right now.
Oh, good.
Which is cool with us, but like if you have a kid, a little
Yeah.
harder.
When you have kids,
No, you just leave him inside.
you can't. You
Are
can't
you a
do
fun
that.
uncle? Like your sisters have
Yeah,
kids?
yeah. They have 12.
Oh, really?
12 kids?
Wow.
They just kept firing them out.
How many sisters do you have?
4.
4 sisters and you.
4 sisters, me and my brother.
Okay.
Is everyone in Australia?
New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah.
I thought you were from Australia.
I am. Yeah. Me and my brother both born in Australia. All my sisters born and grew up in New Zealand.
Okay.
And then they all just kind of like went back over there and just lived there because it's beautiful.
Isn't there like a really good burger spot in New Zealand?
Fur
that's like-
burger?
it's like in a truck.
Oh.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Just
What's-
throwing that out there. Just taking this podcast down a different path.
Like, I'm sure there is a good burger spot in a truck in New Zealand. Like, I'm sure there's many.
And that's a wrap. Thank you, Harry.
Was that on the cards?
Okay, so
Wait, let's talk about your rom-com before we get into all the reality TV stuff.
Okay.
yeah,
You were in a movie.
no,
Yeah.
not a was it? Oh
3.
yeah,
Oh,
You were in 3 movies?
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
name them out.
of course.
I can't remember.
Plug your films.
Billy Knight, which they cut one of my scenes, which is fair enough because it was terrible. What's the other one? The Wrong Paris and Horrified.
Okay, which one was your favorite?
Horrified had a sex scene, so that was interesting.
Oh my gosh,
That
how
was
was
like-
that?
Well, that was just interesting.
Is it sexy to film or no?
Kinda, but it was just more kind of confusing because it was like rushed, and then like there's a murderer coming in because it was like a horror comedy.
Oh.
You know what I always wondered in sex scenes in movies and shows, like, do you have an erection? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that like a
I
thing?
think everyone's probably different.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably case by case.
Were you able to control yourself in that
Yeah,
moment?
yeah. I still had my pants on.
Okay, but I mean, you could still have.
I could still definitely. I've had boners with pants on
Yeah.
and pants off. So I get it. It's honest. It's hard right now.
Yeah. We've been in this studio
yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, guys, we've been in. No, yeah, because I think it can get a little bit. The lines can get a little
They
bit
get
blurry.
dicey, right?
But you have an intimacy coordinator that helps. Like
Oh, okay.
it's kind of like a
everyone's-
dance. Well,
It's
it's not
choreographed.
really- yeah, that's the word.
You know what step you're moving to next. You're not just like, oh, let me flip you over and see what happens.
Yeah, so like Heated Rivalry, I'm sure they definitely had.
They did have an intimacy coordinator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Because you don't want to slip up and. Oh,
Slip it in.
That would be
Yeah.
a
Slip
huge
up and slip
problem
it in.
for
Yeah.
sure. So little Harry, before you did your first reality show, did you want to be a reality star? Did you want to be an
Oh.
actor?
I was like Little Harry. I'm like,
That was a crazy trans. I didn't know where
Whoa.
you were going.
I meant
like-
like you as a kid.
oh yeah, yeah.
Small dick Harry.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, okay. We're talking about sex scenes. Like, Oh, shut up. Like, no, as a kid, I think I always wanted to be in the entertainment space because I just love being the class clown.
Okay.
It's the best.
You were just like, I want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I just loved making my friends laugh. I think that's just like the point of all of this is just to keep making my friends laugh.
So if you're a Gemini and that's one side of you, what's your other side?
When I'm hungry.
When you're hungry?
Yeah.
So you're either like on in front of the camera or you're hungry.
Yeah.
Yes, and what's...
Pretty much like every guy ever, though, right? It's like, oh, they're either happy or hungry.
Joe, can you confirm or deny?
I mean, I get hungry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have more emotions than happy or hungry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just a
Harry's just got the two.
That's literally all I have.
Really?
There's no way.
Happy or hungry. Yeah. Sometimes I cry.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Don't we
But that's because
all?
I'm hungry.
It's just because you're hungry. If you see Harry crying, guys, it's just because he's hungry. Go get him a snack.
I cry a lot of Let's Marry Harry.
You spoiled Mormon Wives for Serena.
No, you didn't spoil Mormon Wives for me. So I opened my phone and I'm on TikTok and it's your face being like, yeah, so they're not filming Secret Lives of Mormon Wives anymore. And I'm like, what? And then you're like, I think everyone knows this already. I think it's out there. I'm like, this man's breaking the news to me. What is happening? Did you
Nice.
spoil it for everyone?
Okay, here's my reasoning on this, and I haven't spoken about this anywhere because
You wanted to give us the
I
exclusive.
wanted to give you guys
Thank you.
exclusive.
Incredible.
I saw a post on Dumois saying, "Oh, filming is down now, whatever else for the show." It was like fully. Like, I was like, "Oh, okay, people know that filming's down." That Jordan guy had messaged me about coming on the podcast, and then he's like, "Yeah, man, like things aren't well right now. Like filming's down." So I saw it twice. Well, one was a private DM, so maybe not everyone knows that, but I was like, okay, like everyone knows this. This is down. And people were commenting on my last post, like telling me to host a reunion. I was like, no, I couldn't. Like, I would actually like probably hyperventilate and then join the girl side and be like, fuck you. And then like, they probably wouldn't want me there because I would just be too passionate. So then I was just like talking about it freely because in my brain, I'm like, we all know about this because I'd known about it for a while or like a day or two. So I'm like, okay, this is like all good.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, it didn't. And then a couple hours later, that's when the articles started coming out. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I may have fucked everything up and snowballed this into, and then obviously like it got worse and worse.
You were
and worse.
domino number one.
Yeah, and then now I'm involved with more shit.
You're
well,
involved
yeah.
in a lot.
So I saw the one Instagram reel or TikTok, but Jordan DM'd you, but then he also accused Jesse of hooking up with you.
Yeah, which is wild.
Was that just rant? Was that like that was just out of nowhere?
Well, me and him have been hooking.
Nice.
No, you know what's crazy? I first met them with my best friend Dom. It was the Tell Me Lies season 1 premiere. And I remember Layla, Jesse, and Jordan came up and they were talking to us. And we were like, their show hadn't even come out and they were so friendly. Me and Dom were like, are they trying to fuck us? Like, we legitimately thought we were going to
And then they're like, well, they are swingers. So.
That's what. So someone was like, "Oh, you know they swing," and I'm like, "What the fuck is like?
So
What do
they
you
are
mean?"
trying to fuck us.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, their show's coming out, whatever else." That was my first ever interaction with them, but they were so lovely. And then now all this shit goes on, and yeah, Jesse, obviously like their relationship hit a bit of a bumpy road, and Jordan like went on her phone at like 4 a.m. or some shit. I don't know what it was, what she said, but yeah, went through our DMs. And was like, oh, you must be cheating on me with Harry. But like sent the DMs to a different phone number to text himself so that it looked like someone had texted him that.
Yeah.
But it was like from her account. So it was, which is also like stupid. Like be better at photoshopping. Duh. Like,
Yeah.
But then also I went through our messages. There's probably like 10 messages between me and Jesse ever.
Yeah.
Like we never really talk. It was literally just her like replying to a story saying like, oh, so cool, whatever else. Like
Yeah.
other messages.
Well,
aren't
you
anything.
posted a TikTok or something with
Exposing
the
it.
voice notes that she's referencing on the Call Her Daddy interview between the two of you. And they are super innocent, especially on her end. She's literally just like, oh, have fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's like,
good
have the best
day.
birthday.
Getting a
Have the best
coffee.
birthday.
Yeah,
Have
and
a
I was
coffee.
like, "What are you doing, freaky girl?" In my voice, note, I'm like,
Why'd you do that?
No idea. Like, and the thing is, I scrolled up and there was probably 2 messages before that, and I'm like, this is one of our first ever proper conversations, like where we're hearing each other's voices.
Yeah.
I didn't even follow her at that point.
Yeah.
I'd only followed her when I went to their house to like be more friends with them, and so I'm like, that's a wild thing
Yeah,
for me
it
to
was
just
a bold
do.
move. Are you a big voice noter?
Yeah, I am, but the round and the freaky girl is kind of like also.
That's bold.
You made, yeah, it was a choice.
Yeah, it was
It was
like
a
real
choice.
weird. I'm like, dude.
And then she didn't play into it coming back, which is probably for the best.
No,
'cause
she was just
still
like,
married
ha,
at the
ha, ha.
time.
It would have been funny
That's
if she was
funny.
like, "Wow, freaky boy."
Yeah, then I would be like, all right, Jordan, we could.
Yeah, everyone's they're fucking for sure.
Yeah.
How did you wind up on that episode? Like, is it legit? Like, were you and Taylor like? Were you there to like talk to Taylor? Was that
I'd shaved my nuts for that.
really?
I was ready.
You were ready.
I was
Okay.
ready for anything.
You were groomed and hot to go.
Yeah, no, so Macy came on the podcast, and I was like, oh, is there any of them like single? Like, love to hit them up. And they're like, oh, maybe Taylor, whatever. Anyway, so I sent Taylor a DM, and no reply. So I was like, okay, all good. And so I'd unsent it.
Did she see it?
No.
Okay.
Or
And
maybe-
you did the unsend?
Of course.
Oh, you
really?
do
You're
that?
an unsender?
100%.
How
Oh,
many
okay.
messages
This
are
ego
you
is so fragile.
unsending?
Every single one of them.
If someone doesn't reply, you unsend it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm so fragile.
Okay.
Okay, but also you're going to open your request and then view it and then not reply?
But what if they
You're an
just didn't
idiot.
see it yet? How long do you wait before you unsend?
A day.
You have
If
24
If I
hours.
still see it in my thing, it's going to go.
So if you send someone a message and within 24 hours they don't respond to it, unsend.
Yeah, I'm blocking them.
Anyone. Like, you're blocking them?
Blocking
For a
them.
guy who says all he feels is hunger and happiness,
You definitely feel a lot more
You
than
definitely feel a lot
that.
more.
Yeah. no, but yeah, so then she didn't reply, and then it was like they'd come to LA to film they were filming like Dancing with the Stars.
Oh yeah.
And Taylor had messaged me, and then we got each other's number, and she tried to call me, and I declined it because I freaked out.
Did you know it was her?
No, I was pooping. But no, but then she called me again and we FaceTime, and they're like, "Oh, you want to come to the house?" And then I hear these girls laughing. I'm like, "Oh," she's like, "We might be filming," and I'm like, "Oh my god, they're filming The Bachelorette. I can go make this about myself."
You thought you were going to The Bachelorette.
Yes,
Okay.
I was like, "This is it."
What did you think you were going to do? Like, get on as
Yeah.
a contestant?
No, I thought I was gonna go on and just plug the fuck out of Let's Marry Harry
Okay.
and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this too."
So you're picturing like all the girls sitting at the Bachelor Mansion. You're gonna go powwow with them and plug yourself.
Go powwow, plug myself, and then maybe
You
me
know,
and Taylor would
like
be in love.
Okay.
like if it was The Bachelor, they would have never let you just like plug.
I would have had it
competing
tatted
show.
on my chest. I'm like,
He
"Oh,
comes
guys."
in with a shirt, Mary,
Whoa.
Harry,
Yeah, no,
heirs.
literally, I walk in and I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? There's a lot of guys here and babies and Stanley Cups and all this shit. I was like, oh, this is the other show that's quite successful. That would make a lot more sense as to why they're here. And then, yeah, no, I legitimately was like, oh, me and Taylor, like, we'll probably hit it off. And then,
Was it as awkward as it looked? Because it seemed like you were having a bad time.
dude, it was way worse.
Really?
It was hands down way worse than what was shown, which is okay to say. But like, I walk in, so in that scene they put us in the kitchen first, where I like touch her hair, whatever else.
Yes.
That was at the end. That was when I was trying to run away from them.
Really?
So we went in, and then they we shimmy around the house, whatever. And we're standing at this pool beside the pool for a while.
And at that point, are you still like, I'm here to hook up with Taylor, or like hit it
100%.
off with Taylor,
100%.
and like these guys are here, but it's all chill.
Well-
I'm just here for this girl.
Yeah, I walk in and there's Jordan and Jesse, like they were walking out, they were leaving. He looked like a fucking squirrel in headlights. He's like this at me, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Weird energy's already off the rip. So I was like, okay. I'm like, oh, maybe like I'm feeling weird because there's a fucking baby. It's 9 p.m. Like, go to bed. Then there's Stanley Cups everywhere. I'm like, I'm asking so many questions.
Stanley
I
Cup.
was picturing
the Stanley Cup,
the Stanley
but they all
Cup
drink sodas and they're all
out of
drinking
their
them out of their
Stanley.
Yeah,
Stanley's-
yeah,
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh my god.
Cups.
Then they're all like arguing, and I was like, oh my, they must be so fucked up. And then
Yeah.
they're not. No,
No,
one's
they're
they're
all
sober.
Yeah, so we sit down at the fireplace. First time meeting all the guys. The guys again, not really talking to me. I'm like, what the like, okay, like freaks, like say hi. What's going on? And then
Meanwhile, they're pissed that you're there
They're
because
so
of
furious that
their
I'm
Team
there.
Dakota.
and I had no idea. I just thought like, okay, sweet, like we're gonna hang
We're
out.
gonna
we're
hang
good.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
And so they all start talking. I think Dakota, we say something about Vanderpump Villa, and I was like, oh, maybe I was meant to do that. And we started talking about Marry Harry and all this stuff, like everything. Like they asked me about the casting process. They asked me, like,
Is this the scene where you guys are sitting by the fire pit?
yeah.
Okay.
And then Taylor and Dakota just start going to war. And the problem was, he would like try and include me.
Yeah.
Not like bad or anything, but like, see, bro, this is what I have to deal with. I'm like, I don't know you guys. And I kept saying, I was like, this is my first impression. And I was like, holy shit, like, this is crazy. There's also like, one of them was pumping milk. They put the pump on me and they start squeezing my titty. And I was like, this is fucking insane. They're still fighting. So I'm like, oh, what should we do? Like, okay, my first thought is egg race. We should do an egg race around the pool.
That was your first thought.
My first thought.
What is
Okay.
an egg race?
When you put like a spoon in your mouth with an egg on
Oh,
it.
okay, yes.
Oh, you put it in your mouth?
Well,
That's
I
way
think that's an
harder.
option.
You-
That's not
What
how
do
you
you
do
just
it.
walk?
You
You just
just
hold
hold
an
it?
egg?
Put it on a spoon and you run.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Was that well received by the group?
I think they were just confused. Because
I would imagine.
I didn't know what to do. So then I was like, okay, so that's when we go into the kitchen.
Wait, can I ask? So you're sitting there. Taylor and Dakota are fighting. How long is everyone just sitting there while they go at it with each other?
Everyone was just like kind of zoned out. And they were just like,
What do you think, like 30 minutes?
maybe longer.
Were you like, should I get up and leave? Or were you just paralyzed because no one else was moving? So you were like, I guess I'll
Yeah,
just stay.
because when you're the odd one out, it's normal for everyone. But for me, it was like, this is the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Well, you're probably also thinking like, wait, what
What am
just
I
happened?
doing
Because
here?
I
Yeah,
thought I
who's
came
having sex
here
with
to
me?
get with this girl.
Yeah, I'm like, when am I having sex with someone?
Yeah, and you're probably realizing not anytime tonight.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
you still thought you had a chance.
I for sure the egg race was going to be the home
That was
run.
going to be the turning point.
Yeah, but then we go into the kitchen.
I know how to get that.
Yeah, yeah.
An egg race.
Yeah, this is fertile house. You guys.
He was like, this is
Get
just a
some
bump
eggs.
in the road on my journey to have sex.
Yeah, no, and then we get to the kitchen, and then like I'm like sitting there, and we're like talking, and her hair was like crazy, so I like pat her hair, and then I'm like, okay, we've got eggs, and then Dakota comes in, and they start fighting again, and I'm like, yo, this is fucked. I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go home, and I walk outside, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I legitimately, I took the deepest breath. I was like, wow, I don't know if I could survive.
I would have felt incredibly tense the entire time I was in that house.
Everything was clenching.
Yeah.
I would have felt good about doing Mary Harry after that. Like it's time. It's time to move on from this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Do you think if Dakota wasn't there, you might have had a chance of hitting it off with Taylor?
I hope so.
Or do you think that there was no shot, like you were there to kind of facilitate drama and jealousy?
I honestly had no fucking clue until I watched it that was what had happened. Like that's why I
Yeah.
was there. I just thought everyone was a little bit cold, but I was like, oh, everyone's like nice people,
Yeah.
like all good. But yeah, I was just like, when Taylor hit me up, I'm like, okay, cool. It's late at night. You're in a like massive house in Beverly Hills. There's fertile Mormons everywhere. I'm gonna come and
The babies must have been the first hint that maybe stuff wasn't going down.
I was just like, put it down, like put it to bed. Like it's 9 p.m.
Jordan hit you up about coming on your podcast, like him and Dakota, right?
Yeah.
Why don't like just for like view sake, like why don't you put them on your podcast?
Honestly, I would, and we were trying to have Dakota to come on before, but he got like cold feet and kept leaving my team on red, and like obviously like we can't. Hey, like if you're gonna schedule something, like, and it was his idea, I believe. Like they reached out to me, so I'm like, yeah, for sure, come on. Like I don't give a fuck. And then Jordan hit me up, and then one of the moms had texted me like, hey, we're hearing that like you were asking the guys to come on your podcast, and I was like, I sent them the screenshots. I was like, these guys DM me, brother. Like I don't care at all. Like like it's not gonna change my life if they come on or not. Like I love the show. I'm a big fan of it. Like,
Yeah, I love that you're like part of it now. You're like
Yeah.
a cast.
only people I'm asking is the mums. Love them so much. Come on, Mum Talk. Like come on my show.
Would you join Dad Talk?
Fuck no. A grown ass man saying I'm on Dad Talk? Fuck that. No way. Also, that's what I don't like about the show is Mum Talk and Dad Talk. Doesn't make sense to me. It should be more mum and more dad. Get it?
No.
No.
Because they're Mormons.
More mom, more dad. I like it.
That's
Yeah,
not bad. That's not bad,
bad.
Thank
Harry.
you. I've been really thinking about that.
You're very creative.
What's your take on the Jesse Jordan of it all?
They're both really short.
And that's it.
That's a clip. Clip that for they're just
That's
short.
the whole reel.
That's
What's
the
your
take.
They're short. Yeah, they're short people.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Who are you closest with out of all of the cast?
Probably Macy.
Macy.
Yeah, Macy, we always like, she'll just always call me, her and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have like a 3-way call. Just talk about, not like that. No, they're like the sweetest. They're the sweetest. Like just about business stuff and whatever else. And
Macy's the tennis player, right?
Yes.
Macy's nice.
I love her. She's one of my favorites.
The loveliest person
Yeah,
ever.
she
and
seems
like,
fantastic.
she's just such a good person and has such a heart. And like, she just asks so many good questions and like is super curious about
Me
this
and
whole
her
world.
husband have three-way calls.
Not like that, but like her
It's
husband.
just funny.
She's like, I'm gonna call you on my husband's phone now, and then she'll call in on her phone. And I'm like, okay.
Love that.
Is he nice?
He's so lovely. Like,
Yeah.
they're cool. But they're never going to film me again because they just keep posting everyone's DMs.
Yeah. You should
Or
keep
they'll
doing that.
give you your own show.
Yeah, that's true. No, I can't do that.
Tell us about Let's Marry Harry. How did it come to be?
Well, when my dad had passed,
Sorry, that was a bad spot to interrupt. Keep going.
no, what were we going to say? Please, jump on in.
I was going to ask you.
It fucked my story about my dead dad, but continue. Jump on in.
Nope.
No, go for it. No, he'd passed, and it kind of, that thought process of like, oh, I should get serious about this.
Mm-hmm.
And then Netflix reached out and was like, hey, we're thinking about doing your own show. Obviously, like, I love them so much, and I love working with them. So I'm like, guys, whatever you want, like, I'm down to do it. And they're like, would you be open to getting married on Netflix? I'm like, guys, I would take a bullet for Netflix.
Okay.
Marriage is light work. Like, let's go.
And that's man who's serious about marriage, everyone.
Hell yeah.
But the option to not get married is
Yeah.
also there. Like, you can not get married.
Yeah, was it at the back of your mind like, I could get to the end and not get married?
Yeah. Or were you like,
no,
if I commit to this show, I'm getting married?
for
yeah.
Netflix?
Yeah, I was like, no, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because Alex had gone through the casting tapes. Like, Alex Cooper had picked pretty much all the girls. The head of casting at Netflix is one of my absolute best friends on the planet. Like, there was a lot of, it wasn't just a show. Like, everyone I've built serious, like, really close relationships with at Netflix and at Unwell had been working on this show to help find my person. And so I was like, fuck, all these people care and love me and they want to do this for me. I have to take it serious.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that gives you the best chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's run through some of these scenarios.
I want to hear more about Let's Marry Harry. I just don't know what else you can say.
Lots of tears.
Would you be willing to leave LA if the woman you end up with like doesn't want to leave Denver?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Harry's not leaving LA.
No, I love LA so much. It depends, I just have to make more money and just get a house in both spots.
Okay.
So if you get married, will your podcast become husband material instead of boyfriend material?
One would fucking hope, but I'm sure the branding on that's probably a little bit harder to get.
What kind of girl were you looking for?
Someone with a job.
Okay. You don't want her to be an influencer?
No, I just like someone who's just had a career and like a passion. And
Why?
Because it's nice to wake up and have something to do, and someone be excited about like what they got going on instead of like, oh, what's he gonna do for me?
You want someone independent?
Yeah, I love that. I love being inspired by my partner.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the coolest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just like someone with a good sense of humor and someone that just like has goals and passion for what they're doing. Like, that's it.
So, did you get a prenup if you got married?
No, I didn't get prenup. Didn't have enough time.
Okay, no time.
Um,
Well,
Same boat.
see how it works out. Just 3 people, no prenup. We're going to play a game. We're going to do some scenarios for you, okay? And you're going to tell us how you would handle these situations so that we can see if you're really ready for marriage, which if you're
This is
not, it's too
serious.
late because you might already be married. This is serious, Harry. Lock in. Okay, ready? Your wife is hangry, one of your only 2 emotions, but has no idea what she wants to eat or what sounds good.
Chocolate.
But she's getting more mad by the second. Where do you take her?
Chocolate.
You just get her chocolate?
chocolate. Well, if she's like, I want a sandwich. I don't want chocolate.
Then I'm like, let's have a chocolate sandwich.
Chocolate usually does the job, at least temporarily.
One day your wife comes home from hanging out with friends and tells you she was yelled at by one of them. Your wife tells you the situation, and it seems like she was yelled at for no reason. They were calling her names, swearing at her, and talking bad about you.
That's not in the script.
What?
Why do you pretend like you're reading that?
What are you doing to support her?
My wife would never be wrong, no matter what. So I'm going to go to that friend's house and I'm going to cut all her phone charges. And while she's asleep, cut off some of her hair.
Okay.
Wow.
So just straight harassment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breaking and entering.
Breaking and entering, a couple charges there. Have you ever been arrested?
Yep. Twice.
For
3
what?
times.
In the States or in Australia?
Australia, New Zealand.
Can you
Nice.
get into Canada then?
Of course.
Interesting.
Well, do you
Right on the
have?
bus.
I mean, you could be arrested and not have a felony charge.
Yeah, I wasn't.
It was-
Oh,
yeah.
you were just arrested, no charge.
Just for fun.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See what it was like.
You notice your wife has been suffering from low self-esteem lately because many of her friends have been getting filler and various plastic surgery procedures, and she doesn't have any. How do you respond when she asks you if she should get plastic surgery so she can feel better about herself?
I would just say, babe, we're gonna do whatever you feel is right.
What if she says, okay, great, will you pay for it?
100%. Let's pay for it. Whatever you need. But then I'll be like, look at your friends. It's the ugliest people we've ever seen. They need it.
But then
They
what if
need
she
it
says
bad.
you're willing to pay for my plastic surgery? That means you actually do think I'm ugly.
I just be like, look, whatever you think is gonna make you feel good. But I think in a year's time we're gonna get that reversed. Look at Bethany, ugliest person we've ever seen in our life. So that's why she has to go get all this work done. And then she'll be like, wow, okay, then you would never sleep with my friends. So that's good. 2 birds with 1 stone. She knows I think her friends are ugly, and we save some money. And I think she's hot.
You see your wife is clearly in a bad mood. Something is bothering her. And when you ask her what is going on, she says, nothing, I'm fine.
It's my fault. It was me.
You just take the blame?
It's me, fully. Yeah, I see myself out, and I take a sleeping bag and sleep in the backyard.
You're not going to ask her, like, what you did wrong?
She said, nothing, I'm fine. That's all you need to know. It's my existence. Go outside.
Go outside, get in the backyard.
Yeah.
You have a skincare line.
Yes.
Why is it called Posh?
Posh. What's not called that?
Pash?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Posh?
Yeah.
Pash?
Pash.
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 Yeah. So,
P-A-S-H.
yeah, I kind of lied to my business partners.
Okay.
So we were.
That's a great way to get into business.
Yeah. I
Totally.
really
Yeah.
like,
Right off the
trust
front.
off
Built
the
on a
rip.
strong
Yeah.
foundation.
Yeah, because so Pash in Australia means like make out with someone.
Oh, okay.
So it's like when you're like making out like tongue and everything, like French kiss. And like when you leave, like when I was like a teenager, you leave the movie theater, I was like making out with a girl the whole movie. You have like a pash rash when your mouth is all red. So I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. So we had all these brand names and all these like cool names. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just trick them because they're American and they didn't know what it means. So I was like, Pash. It's like, oh, that's a great name. Rolls off the tongue. I'm like, it does. And so then it came about and I was like, oh, it's not that funny now.
Did they ask, like, hey, what does it mean?
Oh, I was like, it's Australian slang. And they're like, okay, cool. Like,
They didn't say for what?
Well, I think they probably did Google it. They're like, maybe it makes sense, but like,
It's a good name.
it just really confused them, I think. But it's great. We're launching 3 more products pretty
It
soon.
said you launched it after you were diagnosed with skin cancer.
Yeah, I've had it 3 times. I'm probably gonna get it a bit more
Really?
Why?
because it's just for fun. No, I had it. Yeah, see the white mark that's scraping off. There's
Mhm.
one on my neck. There's one on the front here.
Are you genetically prone to it?
There was one they thought was it. I think growing up in Australia, it like develops over like 20 years. So like just being in the sun,
In the
as a
sun
young
all the
kid
time?
just gets you. But I'm obviously like a freckly boy.
And then
so-
you got them removed.
Well, yeah, I don't want to keep them.
I guess it's really the only option.
Yeah, like I don't want it to. If it stays on too
You
long,
have a
then
lot
I
of freckles
die
though. Are you like checking yourself out all the time to make sure that you have no new ones?
every day.
Every day.
Well, you probably got to go to the doctor once a
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I go every 6 months.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a skin check?
Never.
Yeah.
They check your bum hole. It's kind of weird.
Do they?
Yeah.
They spray your cheeks?
I've actually never had that experience.
see
but
my
they,
lady. Should get right in there.
Jesus. All right, Harry. What is one thing you're not married to?
Dancing.
Dancing. You
Yeah.
don't like dancing?
Fuck no.
Okay.
No
heard
way.
it
Do
here
you guys
first.
like it?
Well, yeah. I'm
I
trying to get on
don't.
Dancing with the Stars.
I'm with you. I don't like dancing. The 2 people that were on the show don't like it. I
Yeah.
hate dancing.
Hate it.
I know.
I'm also not married to dancing.
Yeah.
Do I have to say something now?
Yeah. Just making the rules. It's not even my show. Like yeah.
I can think of things I'm married to. I'm trying to think of things that Harry said that I'm not married to in this episode.
Like olives.
There's got to be a few. I love olives.
Do you like olives?
I like olives.
Yeah. Are you,
You
not
don't like
married to
olives?
No.
All right. So olives and dancing. All right. I think that's a wrap.
Make sure you guys download. Harry, let the audience know where they can find you.
At Harry Jowsey everywhere. And find me on Netflix. Let's Marry Harry coming soon.
Boyfriend
Do we
material.
know when it's airing?
Tomorrow.
Haha.
I don't know. They won't tell me anything.
Probably for the best.
'Cause they tell
Years to
I
come.
literally tell
They're
everyone.
just waiting for you to fuck it up and then air it.
Don't put that out there. Okay.
I take it back.
That's your fault.
I take it back.
Yeah.
I take it back. Make sure you guys download and subscribe to Not Married to This.
Thanks for listening. Bye.